It's very important to focus on the positives in work and life. Have you ever had an aha moment when you're least expecting? I probably learned the most about my marriage and much about life and leadership through a single powerful question asked by someone when I was least expecting. This is right after I got married, so the beginning of 2003. I have been living in Cleveland, Ohio, and I got a work assignment to work in Pittsburgh, about 2.5-hour drive one way. I would be in Pittsburgh Monday to Friday and back home for the weekend. My husband, Robert, is a very affectionate man. He likes to show his love through actions with very few sweet words. I, on the other hand, like to express and receive love through words of affirmation, genuine, positive comments about each other. So the difference between us and the newness of our marriage and plus the long distance made it challenging in that stage of our marriage for me. I started focusing on the small negative things. And one thing that bothered me the most was the TV at night. We have a TV in the bedroom. Robert likes to keep the TV on. He will fall asleep and be snoring, and I can't fall asleep, and he'll wake up if I turn the TV off. And I was really internalizing the frustration. At work in Pittsburgh, there's an executive assistant. Her name is Margaret Wasilison. I still remember her fondly today, even though we haven't been talking for many years. She's passionate. She has this no-nonsense style about her that I just love. We would be chatting during breaks. Sometimes we'll take a walk during lunch hour in one of our beautiful paths outside. We'll be talking about life and anything, basically. And I must have been complaining to her about the TV situation with Robert, and I must have been complaining to her quite a bit about the TV situation with Robert. So one day, must be after I complained, Margaret looked at me, asked me a question. She says, Yan, on a scale of 1 to 100, 1 being the least compatible, 100 being the most compatible, what do you think the compatibility level is between you and Robert? With no hesitation, I said, well, at least 85%. So her follow-up questions, what changed my marriage and much of my life and leadership. She took an intentional pause and she looked at me for effect. And then she said, Yan, so why don't I hear about the 85%? You know, when you watch a movie sometimes and there's a scene that time just stops. That was a moment for me in my life. Time stopped. I don't remember how I finished that conversation or how we finished the walk. For someone like me who takes pride in the robustness of my logical thinking, I had nothing to say. After I came back to Cleveland, I had a calm and brief conversation with my husband, Robert, and put emotions aside, which is very important. And we worked out a solution. So we'd put TV on a timer for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, TV's off and nobody's complaining. So that worked out really well. And I took that inspiration from Margaret's question into my work and my leadership. And I try to focus more on the positives in relationships and interacting with others, peers, direct reports, bosses, etc. Even when I have constructive feedback to give someone, I still try to focus on the intrinsic strengths and value of someone and try to elicit their internal desire and the internal strength, and in looking at the positive outcome we're trying to create together. So the simple question of why not the 85% asked by Margaret changed my marriage, changed much of my life and my leadership. I'm grateful to her until today. I'm curious, what may you be able to take from this powerful question? Why not the 85%?